Hey guys, this is Taviasobi, and today I'm giving you a sneak peek of the PC version of Monster Hunter Rise, not just on widescreen, but ultra-wide. Because, as any great sword user knows, size matters. And really strong shoulders. At least until you unlock Rage Tackle. Yeah, so I got early access to the demo, which releases tomorrow, and after hundreds upon hundreds of hours on the Switch, the difference hit me like a lion slap to the face. I mean, I mainly game on console, so I'm not a PC elitist by any means, but it really is noticeable. So I thought, hey, why not give everyone a taste of Monster Hunter Rise in ultra-wide glory? Beautiful. Just beautiful. Like double rainbows. So beautiful. Now imagine this intro with the handler from Monster Hunter World, chowing down on a big meat platter. Okay, I'm not gonna give Capcom any ideas, but all kidding aside, the game does look much better on PC. In fact, this video doesn't even really do it justice, to be honest, because between YouTube compression and the fact that I had to cap the bitrate to like 15 during editing means that this isn't as good as the real deal, running at its full unlimited glory. Yeah, unfortunately, my work laptop, which is the one that has Premiere Pro in it, isn't as powerful as my main gaming computer, so editing with the native resolution and bitrate is just going to make it gag on a buttload of pixels. Time to learn Vegas Pro. Well, that or DaVinci Resolve. In the meantime, here's a quick rundown of the visual options for the game. So first off, just like World and Iceborne, the PC version of Rise does not have super ultra-wide, so your max aspect ratio is going to be 21:9. That's a bummer for folks like me who game on a super ultra-wide display on PC, but that being said, playing the game on ultra-wide is still quite nice, and having that extra peripheral vision helps frame the monster more fully and reduces the number of surprises from your blind side. Attack him from behind! It also just feels pleasing overall, as it's closer to your natural field of vision. You also have a lot of options for frame rate, starting from 30 frames per second, then going up to 60, 90, 120, 144, 165, 240, and then even unlimited for members of the master race out there. Now, as someone who prioritizes frame rate when I play on my PS4 Pro or my PS5, the high frame rates are one of my favorite parts of the PC version of Rise. It just looks so buttery smooth, and it makes it just that extra bit easier to make out enemy attacks and pull off your counters with proper timing. Visually, the character models for hunters, monsters, and even your cat and Palamute look much more crisp and detailed. It's just tack sharp compared to the Switch and looks a lot better to me. Heck, I even caught myself stopping to check out the details on flow ferns and herbs. Or herbs for you folks across the pond. Yeah, I was checking them out a couple of times instead of just quickly passing them by like I normally do. Textures on the field are also improved, especially when playing on higher settings. The environment just looks richer and you can make out more details on the ground, the rocks, and the buildings. Now, as someone who has also checked out the PC version of World and Iceborne before, I will say that Rise still doesn't look quite as good as those games. World and Iceborne just have a fuller and more vivid look, especially when it comes to their maps or environments, which is understandable given the difference in specs between the Switch and the other consoles. Honestly, I'm still surprised that Capcom made a Switch Monster Hunter game look this good. I mean, Monster Hunter Rise on Switch was just beyond my expectations as far as how good it looked and how well it ran. Anyway, here's hoping that they implement cross-saves and cross-play between the Switch and PC versions, as I've logged on hundreds of hours on my Switch copy of Rise, and I'd rather not have to go through all of that again, especially given my backlog of games to review. I'm just constantly behind on my game reviews for work. Well, that and the fact that most of the people I play with either don't have a powerful enough PC, or just don't play Monster Hunter on PC in general, so if it becomes a choice between me playing with them or having a more beautiful and visually kicked up experience on the PC, I'd pick playing with my family members every single time. No question. I mean, visuals aren't everything to me personally, but I admit that I'll probably be glancing over my shoulder at my super ultra-wide monitor from time to time if I end up exclusively playing Rise or Sunbreak on my Switch. Anyway, as always, if you have any thoughts or questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. Once again, this is Tabiasobi, and thank you for watching.
だいぶ弱ってきたな。よしよし、最高の気分だぜ。